When we come home from a long day of teaching kids or laying pipe, we find a long list of responsibilities just waiting for us at home, like wrangling our kids or taking them to their activities, cooking a meal, doing the laundry, or just picking up everyone else's shit.
And how did we decide to use the minute amount of free time that we actually do have? We gave ourselves yet another job and we started a podcast.
We wanted a space where we could talk about the things we love, such as sports, movies, music, and our families.
And we also wanted a place to vent about the things that bother us, like our coworkers, or if our favorite team missed the playoffs in the last game of the season, or if McDonald's decides that they don't have any large lids, even though they're a huge company that should never have that problem. You know, when I think of the dynamic of our podcast, I think of myself as like the tough power forward like Owen Nolan, where you kind of remind me of a speed finesse type player like Patrick Marleau.
I see what you're saying. When I look at our dynamic on the podcast, I see myself like Thierry Henry, smooth like butter on the pitch, ready to score that goal. And I see you like Zinedine Zidane, ready to headbutt any asshole that gets in your way. We talk about these topics and so much more on Level the Playing Field. Check us out wherever you listen to podcasts.
Oh, I am a dinosaur, a dinosaur, a dinosaur. Oh, I am a dinosaur, and this is what we do.
The Velociraptor has big claws, has big claws, has big claws. The Velociraptor has big claws. He snaps them all day long.
So picture it. A priest. His parents die in a car fire. He goes to China to find himself, only to be cut on a rock. Or I think it might be a tooth. They don't really explain. He gets magical powers and becomes a dinosaur at night. And day, for some of it. He meets a hooker, he falls in love, and they concoct a plan to rid the world of evil by becoming a dinosaur and killing everyone. Everyone bad. That's what this is. That's the movie we're in for, folks. Cue the music.
You only give him a little spark of madness.
Followed Mr. Carpenter. What he saw couldn't have been a dream. It was too real. But it couldn't have been true either. It was too deliciously frightful.
Frank, that's yesterday. Old times are only good when you've had them.
Night after night, all alone. Daddy's all pent up. Let's freak.
Irrational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Why, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Film Spark podcast. I am your host, Ebony, and this is the Velocipastor. Yes, Velocipastor, not Velociraptor, Velocipastor. Pasta. All I can think of is food every time I say that, and I can never say it right. It doesn't ever sound right to me. It just sounds like food. But this film was recommended by the same person who recommended Shark Side of the Moon. No, that's not right. He recommended shit, what was that film? Bigfoot versus the Illuminati. So there's so much crap I've watched I can't keep up. He recommended this, and quite honestly, I can't thank him enough. This movie is everything you want in a bad movie, and then some. But it's so self-aware that it just makes it so much better. So essentially, it's after losing his parents, a priest travels to China, where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. At first horrified by the new power, a hooker convinces him to use it to fight crime and ninjas. I mean, like, just by that alone, what does this film not have that you would want in a film? You've got the priest that turns into a dinosaur. You've got the hooker he falls in love with. And he fights crime and ninjas. What else are you looking for? The thing with this film is it reminds me a lot of Into the Fist. Not in relation to, like, its production value or it's as good or anything like that. It's very self-aware. Like, the very first scene, or possibly second scene technically, like, his parents dying in a car that lights on fire. But instead of showing you a picture of a car on fire, it just says VFX car on fire. That's it. Like, that there, you know what you're getting yourself into. I posted this on Twitter saying that I was watching this, and I'm really surprised with just how many people didn't enjoy this film. Like, you don't go into a movie called The Velocipastor expecting fucking Shawshank Redemption. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of fun. It's only an hour and 15 minutes. You don't have to endure it too long. It's dinosaurs, it's ninjas, it's hookers, it's priests, it's everything you want and more. I'm kind of surprised to see, though, that Brendan Steer, who directed and wrote it, has only really done this in, like, one other film he's really credited for. I thought his may have been another one where, like, you deep dive, and then there's, like, 30 films that are all really bad but really enjoyable. But, like, this film is very much so, like, Shark Side of the Moon meets Beast a Day. Because the effects are ridiculous, if you can even call them effects. But there's plots, twists, there's turns, there's comedy galore. I mean, some really good one-liners. Like, there's one guy who's called Frankie Mermaid, and the reason he's called Frankie Mermaid is because he's always swimming with bitches. Like, I'm going to be using that line for the rest of my life. Like, that line is brilliant. But, I mean, you know, much like the other films, it's not perfect. But who they've cast for it is really well done. Like, the guy who plays the main priest, the main character throughout the whole film, he's so over the top. So over the top. And, like, he has the slightest cut on his hand, and the next thing you know, he's stumbling around the fucking streets as if he's dying. And, you know, it's that sort of comedy. It's stupid. You know, it's just a lot of fun. It's something that I can see. Honestly, I could probably rewatch this weekend. This weekend we have the gracious and amazing old co-host of this podcast, Jess, coming around for the first time in a while. If you've been keeping up to date, she's doing a lot better health-wise. Not 100%. But I could see her coming around and us putting on, you know, Velocipastor, getting out the nibbles, getting out the drinks, and having a really good time. And I feel like that's what this film is intended for. It's intended to have a bunch of friends sit getting wasted watching this film. This is not a film to watch on your own and be like, you know what, I'm going to put this on, but I'm going to, like, I mean, the name is Velocipastor. Like, what are you expecting? The hate this film got just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I can understand the low ratings because it's not the best. It's poor quality. It's over-the-top acting. Like, it's not meant to be a 5 out of 5 star film. But if you're going to put a bunch of films together that are intentionally bad, yet enjoyable, this is going to be the higher on the ranking. I mean, there's even sections that, like the plot line, there's a lot of influences in this film. And, you know, the fact that it's a priest who happens to fall in love with a hooker, and, you know, they have this whole montage of them having sex, and it's just ridiculous. And then, you know, not to spoil it, but there is a bit of a plot twist between, you know, the priest and the ninjas, and family members get involved, and there's a whole storyline of, like, why is he a priest, and why is he in China, and what happened to his parents, and how is he going to be able to you know, utilize this newfound power, I suppose. And then the scenes where he transforms into the dinosaur is fucking hilarious. It's very much like Beast a Day. If anyone ended up watching that after my review, there's a lot of scenes where, like, the camera will, like, pan away and then come back, and it's like all of a sudden that's the beast. And that's what this is. This is very, camera moves away, comes back. Oh, look, there's a rubber dinosaur claw on screen cutting someone's throat. Like, oh, it's just wacky fun. And it's on YouTube, so everyone can watch it. I really encourage everyone to watch this. I don't give a shit what anyone else has said on Twitter or anywhere else in relation to this film. It's a lot of fun. It's something to watch while drunk, around friends, possibly even high if that's what you're into. Just have a good time with it. Don't take it too seriously and enjoy it for what it is. Now, there's not too much I can say about this film because there's not too much to the film, so this is going to be quite a short review compared to many others. But these films, like, keep recommending them to me because I have so much fun with these. So much fun with these. These are my favorite sort of things to watch. You know, it's something you don't need to pay too close attention to, but it's in the background, it's entertaining. It's just, it is what it is. And like, I believe it's Greg Cohen who played the priest. I want to see, is he in anything else? Because that guy is awesome. Oh my god, it was in American Horror Stories. Oh my god, this dude has gone on to do like huge things, and yet he's a fucking... That is hilarious. He's a priest in Velocipastor, but yet he's a side character in almost everything else. That is hilarious. He's been in Dynasty, Blue Bloods, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Local Pedestrian Population. Huh. NCIS Los Angeles. Not that that's really a good show to watch anyway, but The Legend of Long Ball Larry and Short Dick Daryl. I'm sure. Sorry, what the fuck is this? A 13-minute film, Long Ball Larry with his 30-foot nutsack that he uses to lasso up the bad guys, and Short Dick Daryl with his 2-inch chode have to capture the villainous Dick Chopman wanted for cutting off the dicks of every man in El Paso. Oh my god, I think I have to start reviewing some short films because there are some absolute bangers out there, and this is going to be number one. That is hilarious. So it only came out last year. Okay, that's why I've never heard of it. 13 minutes. That's gold. Oh my god, that is so funny. If you guys have any films you want to recommend, can you just let me know? I'm on all the socials. I have like 1,000 different accounts for 3 different podcasts and my personals. They're all linked in every episode. Go down, recommend something. I will watch anything. Okay, I will watch anything. And that's what I love about these films is they all link to other films. They all link to other stupid shit that I love to watch. Like sometimes you don't want to watch some, you know, serial killer going around killing people that's all serious and dark and gloomy. Sometimes you want that fun entertainment. And that's what Velocipastor is. It's just pure shit entertainment. For the sake, it exists for the sake of existing. Someone had an idea and ran with it, and that's all there is to it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Short and sweet. I know there's not a lot of detail, but honestly, there's not a lot of detail to give. It's a very straightforward plot line. You know, dude loses his parents. Dude gets cut by rock. Dude gets magic powers, becomes a dinosaur, and kills others. Falls in love with their hooker along the way. But give this a go. As I said, it's on YouTube. It's only just over an hour long. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And stick around for the next episode. Thanks, guys. You were just listening to the Film Spark podcast for all your film needs and more. Like what you heard? Give us a shot. Follow us on Spotify, Apple, Good Pods and more. Or follow the socials at film_spark_pod. You know what? Just follow us on everything. Check out the link tree. linktr.ee/filmsparkpod. Find us, follow us, give us a shout. We always want to hear from you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.